Welcome to taking your first steps to financial freedom. And I would like to thank you by choosing us to provide you with our master budget planner. So, once you buy that product, you're going to start off with this here. You're going to have a thank you note and you're going to be wondering, where's my sheets? Well, it's going to be pretty simple. All you have to do is just click down here if you prefer Microsoft Excel, or over here if you like Google Sheets. Once you choose one, it's going to open up for you. And all you need to do is just simply make a copy of it. And that copy is yours forever to do whatever it is you please. And that's all that you ever need to do with it. There's no subscriptions, no monthly payments. That one-time purchase that you paid, you get to keep it forever and do with it as you please. Just below that is a short Canva presentation on how to use it. Um, if you don't prefer a YouTube style video like this one, you can just go for that one and it'll go everything that I'm talking to you about here now. And this purchase also comes with and underneath that is a complimentary ebook called Path to Prosperity. And it is just a short 40-page ebook and it will pair well with this master budget planner. So let's get started. In the first page, you have the instructions here. It'll just goes over the quick summary of what you're going to be having here and just an explanation of all the tabs and the sheets that you have in front of you. It can seem very complicated, so feel free to take your time and go back to this page as much as you like. And also with this video, I hope this video will help you break it down and make it easier for you to fully utilize this financial tool that you have here now. So first, we're going to go to input data. Before we continue, we can also, instead of switching between tabs like this in regular Excel, we can simply just go over here, click it on the left side here. And this left side navigation bar is very useful and it'll just be there for every slide or sheet or tab that you're on. So this input tab is very important as the sheet wouldn't work without it. So I already have everything pre-inputted for you, but just for examples, you should also input it based on your lifestyle. So, for example, income, I think everyone is going to be earning a salary. And if you have a side hustle, include that there, passive income. Make sure to just include every sort of income that you have in your financial situation and also a savings. With bills, include that as well and make sure to include the dates that they are due. That's what these numbers are for. As for expenses, make sure to have them in here as well because they're very important. Everything here is very important because it categorizes everything. So let me show you. For example, I'm gonna add on Wendy's to this one here. And let's say we go to transactions. So let's say that we have a food expense. Instead of just saying food, we have Wendy's. You see what I mean? It's pretty easy. Makes things very convenient for you. And then over there is your debt, and do the same thing. Any debt that you may have, put it on there, put on when it's due, and then you can put on the entire debt amount as well as your goal to pay off minimum payments that you're trying to make on it, as well as interest, and what kind of category it is. There's a drop down menu showing the long term, short debt, and other liabilities. And next is your savings and sinking funds. So if you have any emergency fund that you're trying to build onto, and your goal is 10,000 and you started off with 2,000 and you're trying to make deposits of 150, it'll calculate how long it'll take for you to get there. I will get to that at the end of this worksheet. As for your income, same thing with the expenses right up above. It's just categorizing it here. So your salary, categorize it here. Whatever it is, it's a cash or bank account. Salary goes into your bank account. How much does it go? $2,000, right? And then once you're done with that, just go over to your transactions. And I know this can be a little tedious at first, but trust me, it's what got me from a 655 credit score to a 1.75 is to make sure that everything is accounted for. So, for example, start of the year, right? Input 150, income, salary. I just made 150 bucks, and then boom, 200 bucks expense already. I'm already broke, right? So, but that's also going to reflect on our monthly calendars as well. It's going to show up here. Salary for the month, we made $500. We were supposed to make $500 actually, but we made an actual of only $300. And the shopping expense that we did there of $200 has already been inputted, right? So you were planning to spend $100, but you've already spent $200. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's go back a little bit here. So after transactions is your payments or my payments. And this is just going to keep track of everything that you're paying. So let's say internet is due on the 6th of January. This is just your planned. So you plan this much. Then you pay this much in January, pay this much in February, etc., and so on and so forth. And then also your debts, same thing down here. Same thing, just planned. And then this number here is just a total of how much you're really paying in terms of payments. Um, can get pretty overwhelming. I also have other bills that you can also add, like if you have Netflix or whatever whatever stuff you may have, you can just add it on there. Irregular bills, just add it on there. The next is your calendar. You can change it up from your month. So let's say in January, um, my MacBook's going slow. So in the calendar in January, it'll say like all the expenses that you paid in terms of bills and anything they may have. It just gives you a quick calendar of all that stuff as well. Um, it's going to show you when your stuff is due. So for example, internet's due on the 6th. It's going to say it right there, right? Makes it easy. It also shows you when you got paid as well. Keep track of that. You can also change it to say, for me, for example, my week starts on a Sunday. So I can just change it to a Sunday. Some people start on a Monday. And next is your year. This is going to be showing you your entire year as a whole. You can write down your goals. You can change the year. It doesn't have to just be 2023. Let's say we go into 2024, then you can go ahead and change it to 2024. Show your net worth, your income. So this is going to show you your yearly overview, just everything for the year. And so you can see like your net worth in January was this. So it's just going to show you that as well, this chart here. Going to compare your planned net worth to the actual. Same with your income. You can see if you didn't make enough money, if you're calling in sick too much, it'll reflect on that, your savings, and so on and so forth. It'll show your cash flow for each month, how much you made, your savings, your bills, expenses for each month. It keeps track of everything. It seems very complicated and it's a lot to take in right now, but once you break it down and you get used to things, it's very simple. Then we go into the January, like I said. Then we go over to January. We made 2,800 income, and this is what we have left. It'll show you like how much you have left to spend. So let's skip over to say June. So in June, we rolled over this amount of money from let's say May. We made we had this much left in May. So in June, we're gonna have that much left over in our income. We made that much income saved, income spent, and the debt we paid off, and now we're left with this again. It's just gonna be these 12 tabs are going to be mostly the same thing. It just summarizes your monthly stuff just to keep you on track and make sure you're not overspending or anything. After that, we have our savings dashboard. So if we have a savings emergency fund of $10,000, let's say our goal is $10,000, right? And we start off with $2,000. We've saved up $600 so far, and we have 7,400 left to save with a monthly contribution of $150. And that's going to tell us, and this right here is going to tell us how much left we need to save in order to do so. So, got lots to go here for this one. And this will just show you like how much you want to save up and how much you've saved and how much you do per month in monthly contributions and how much left you have to save. And I think so far I have a lot left to go. And your net worth, this just takes into account your assets and your liabilities. You're trying, let's say our net worth goal is $300,000, and right now we're only at 7,400. It's not looking too good so far. Um, so yeah, it's just going to give you an asset overview of your cash and how much you've earned, salaries, capital gains, investments, crypto. It just keeps track of everything, you know. You also have your debt tracker, so you can change it up too from, so let's say May, we can keep track of all our debts here and how much we paid off during that time. So let's say our debt, our loan, let's say our car loan, we're paying this much, 222. Then the balance is going to be going down, going down, going down. Imagine, and let's say we pay off this much in, let's say December. It's going to bring it down to balance, right? It's pretty simple. Keeps track of interest rates, lets you know how much you're really losing money on these interest rates. It's a constant reminder. See, this person has a lot of debt, but with this sheet, we can they can get their life back on track. And then the priority sheet, it's just a little extra nice bonus to keep track. You know, internet, that's neutral. I would say everybody needs internet, so we put that on neutral. Um, your HOA fees, I mean, you can't really live in the house you're living without it, so I guess you need to pay it. It's very essential. And that's something not essential is home system security. That's debatable, I would say, but I would put it as not essential. And gym, of course, you got to put that as very essential. And movies at the cinema, you can go without it, you know. So that just keeps track of all your life together, and you're able to see like where you can cut your money and where you can like rebudget everything. And I hope this video taught you how to simply use our master budget planner. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a message and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can.